Have you ever cut your hair into a pixie, hoping it would make you look younger and fresher, only to feel it actually aged you? Don't worry, you are not alone. Many women over 60 love the idea of a chic pixie cut. It's low maintenance, stylish, and can highlight your best features. But here's the truth. There are common mistakes that can completely ruin the effect, making your hair look flat, your face appear harsher, or even adding years instead of taking them away. The good news? Every one of these mistakes is avoidable. When chosen correctly, the pixie cut is one of the most powerful hairstyles for women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. It can soften your features, add volume where you need it most, and give you that modern, effortless glow that turns heads. So in today's video, we're diving deep into the 5 pixie cut mistakes women over 60 should avoid. I'll not only reveal what these mistakes are, but also share how you can fix them with simple, practical solutions. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to wear your pixie cut in a way that makes you look polished, elegant, and absolutely timeless. Mistake 1. Too short. Harsh pixie cut. One of the biggest mistakes women over 60 make when choosing a pixie cut is going too short or selecting a cut that's overly sharp and harsh. While the idea of a short, chic pixie might sound liberating, the reality is that not every extremely cropped style flatters mature features. Hair that is cut too close to the scalp can actually emphasize fine lines, wrinkles, or thinning areas, drawing attention to things you may not want highlighted. Instead of looking youthful, the result can be a harder, more severe appearance. Another issue with going extremely short is that it removes softness and dimension from the hairstyle. A pixie cut is supposed to frame the face, bringing balance and lifting your overall look. But when it's cut too bluntly or too close to the head, it can make the face look longer, sharper, or even harsher than intended. This is especially true for women with angular facial structures or naturally fine hair. The good news is that this mistake is easy to avoid with a thoughtful approach. Instead of asking your stylist for a super short pixie, consider requesting a style that maintains some length and movement. Layers are key here. Adding soft, feathered layers around the crown and temples creates volume and a sense of lightness. Side-swept bangs can also help soften the forehead and draw the eyes upward, giving you a fresh, youthful glow. Texture is another important factor. A pixie cut with a little texture or wispy ends will look modern and playful, while a harshly cropped pixie often feels dated and unforgiving. Don't be afraid to bring reference photos to your stylist and discuss how the cut will work with your face shape and hair texture. Finally, remember that your personality and lifestyle should guide your choice. A pixie cut doesn't need to be military short to feel chic. In fact, the most flattering versions for women over 60 often keep just enough length to soften the jawline, add height to the crown, and allow for simple styling with a touch of mousse or light hairspray. So if you're considering a pixie, avoid going too short or harsh. Aim for softness, texture, and volume. That's the secret to turning a pixie into a timeless look that feels fresh, feminine, and effortlessly stylish, no matter your age. Mistake 2. Ignoring hair texture volume. One of the most overlooked but critical factors when choosing a pixie cut is hair texture and natural volume. Many women over 60 go to the salon with a picture of a celebrity pixie in mind, sleek, shiny, perfectly styled, and ask for that exact cut. But here's the reality. The way a pixie looks on you has everything to do with your natural hair texture. Ignoring it is one of the biggest mistakes that can turn a flattering pixie into a daily struggle. For example, if your hair is very fine or thinning, cutting it too close without considering volume will make the scalp more visible. Instead of a soft, chic style, the result can look flat, limp, and sometimes even unkempt. On the other hand, if your hair is thick and coarse, a pixie cut without proper layering can look bulky, heavy, or overwhelming, hiding your features instead of highlighting them. Volume is another essential piece of the puzzle. As we age, hair naturally loses density and fullness. A pixie cut can either hide this fact or emphasize it, depending on how it's cut and styled. Without layering, movement, or a little styling help, a pixie can easily collapse into a lifeless, flat look. The solution? Work with your hair texture instead of against it. If your hair is fine, ask your stylist for strategic layers at the crown to create lift and fullness. Adding soft, feathered ends gives the illusion of more body. A lightweight volumizing mousse or root lift spray can also do wonders for keeping the style fresh throughout the day. If your hair is thick, the key is to remove bulk without losing shape. Texturizing techniques like point cutting or thinning can add softness and movement, making the pixie feel lighter and more flattering. For curly or wavy hair, keeping a little extra length helps the natural pattern shine, creating a playful, youthful look without constant styling battles. Remember, the best pixie cut is not about forcing your hair to look like someone else's. It's about enhancing what you already have. By embracing your natural texture and building in volume where needed, your pixie will feel effortless, polished, and uniquely yours. This small adjustment can be the difference between a cut that frustrates you every morning and one that brings out your most confident, radiant self. Mistake 3. Sticking to only one length layer. One of the most common reasons a pixie cut can look outdated or unflattering on women over 60 is when the hair is cut all at one length. At first, it might seem practical, less fuss, easier to manage, and simple to grow out. But here's the problem. Hair that sits in one uniform length tends to look stiff, blocky, and lifeless. Instead of creating movement, shape, and softness, it simply sits flat, doing very little to enhance your natural features. When you choose a pixie with just one length, you're missing out on the magic that layering can bring. Layers are what give a pixie its personality. They add volume at the crown, softness around the temples, and shape around the jawline. Without them, the haircut can actually exaggerate areas you'd rather soften, such as a wide forehead, sharper cheekbones, or thinning hair at the sides. A single-length pixie can also draw attention to the scalp if your hair is fine, leaving you with a look that feels incomplete or even harsh. The solution is simple but powerful. Embrace layers. Layers introduce texture, dimension, and versatility. They allow you to style your pixie in multiple ways, from tousled and playful to sleek and polished. Feathered layers around the face can make your expression appear more open and welcoming. Longer layers at the crown add height, lifting the entire look and giving the illusion of thicker, fuller hair. What's more, layers can be customized to your exact needs. If you prefer low-maintenance styling, soft, blended layers will fall naturally into place without much effort. If you enjoy experimenting, choppy layers give you the freedom to style with mousse, wax, or a little hairspray for added drama. The point is, layers create flexibility and ensure that your pixie works with you, not against you. Another advantage of layering is its ability to camouflage problem areas. For women experiencing thinning hair, layers can strategically hide sparse spots while giving the illusion of body and movement. For those with strong jawlines or angular features, face-framing layers soften the edges, balancing the overall look. In short, a one-length pixie can feel safe, but it often lacks life and style. By incorporating layers, you elevate the haircut from basic to beautiful, from flat to fabulous. A layered pixie is timeless, flattering, and endlessly versatile. Exactly the kind of style that makes women over 60 feel confident, elegant, and stylish every day. Mistake 4. Forgetting about styling. No product, flat look. One of the biggest misconceptions about the pixie cut is that it's a wash-and-go style that requires no effort at all. While it's true that a pixie is easier to manage than long hair, completely skipping styling is a mistake that can rob the cut of its charm. A pixie left totally flat, with no texture, no movement, and no product, can end up looking lifeless and unfinished. Instead of chic and youthful, it risks appearing dull, shapeless, or even messy. Think of a pixie as a canvas. The haircut gives you the structure, but styling is what brings it to life. Without just a little attention, even the best pixie can fall flat. Literally. This is especially true for women over 60, since natural hair often becomes finer, thinner, or less voluminous with age. Without product or styling techniques, these changes are emphasized rather than balanced. The good news: you don't need an arsenal of complicated products or hours in front of the mirror. Just a few simple tricks can completely transform the way your pixie looks. A lightweight volumizing mousse applied to damp hair can give instant lift and body. A touch of styling cream or texturizing spray can create softness and movement, making the hair look fuller and more playful. Even a quick finger tousle with a drop of hair wax can add definition and energy to your style. Another key element of styling is direction. Instead of letting the hair fall however it wants, guide it. A side-swept bang instantly softens the forehead, while pushing the crown slightly upward gives height and a youthful lift. If you wear glasses, styling the hair away from the face can keep the look open and balanced. For special occasions, don't be afraid to play with finishing touches. A soft wave with a small flat iron, a subtle shine serum, or even a headband can take your pixie from everyday casual to elegant in just minutes. The key is not to ignore styling, but to embrace it as part of the fun and personality of the pixie cut. Remember, the pixie is a statement hairstyle, and it deserves a little attention. By investing just a few minutes each day into styling with the right products, you can elevate your cut from flat to fabulous. This small step makes the difference between a haircut that feels ordinary and one that makes you feel polished, confident, and undeniably stylish. Mistake 5. Picking a hair color that doesn't match skin tone. One of the most overlooked yet impactful mistakes women over 60 make with their pixie cut is choosing a hair color that doesn't harmonize with their skin tone. Even the most flattering haircut can lose its magic if the shade of the hair works against your complexion. Instead of making you look vibrant and refreshed, the wrong color can wash you out, emphasize redness, or make fine lines more noticeable. Here's why this matters. As we age, our skin naturally changes. It often becomes lighter, thinner, or develops a slightly different undertone. That's why the hair color you may have worn beautifully in your 30s or 40s may no longer serve you in your 60s or beyond. Ignoring this shift is one of the biggest pitfalls when pairing a pixie cut with color. For example, very dark, inky black tones can look harsh against mature skin, casting shadows and making the face appear older or more severe. On the other hand, overly light platinum blondes can sometimes look artificial, highlighting sallowness in the skin. Similarly, colors with the wrong undertone, too ashy, too warm, or too brassy, can clash with your natural coloring. The solution lies in balance and harmony. For women with cool undertones in their skin, soft, cool shades such as silver, ash blonde, or a cool chocolate brown can enhance brightness and elegance. For those with warm undertones, honey blondes, caramel browns, or soft copper highlights can bring warmth and radiance. Neutral tones like beige blonde or soft chestnut are also safe bets that complement most skin tones beautifully. Another powerful trick is to embrace highlights and lowlights. Instead of a single flat color, incorporating dimension adds depth and movement to a pixie cut, making it feel lively and modern. Strategically placed highlights around the face can brighten your complexion instantly, while lowlights add richness and contrast. And here's the empowering part. Gray hair doesn't have to be hidden. Many women over 60 are now choosing to embrace their natural silver or white strands, and with the right cut, this can look absolutely stunning. A chic pixie paired with silvery hues can create a striking, sophisticated look that feels authentic and confident. The bottom line, the right hair color isn't about chasing trends, it's about enhancing you. By choosing shades that flatter your unique skin tone, your pixie will look fresh, stylish, and completely in harmony with your natural beauty. And there you have it, 5 of the most common pixie cut mistakes that women over 60 should avoid. Remember, a pixie is not just a haircut, it's a statement of style, confidence, and individuality. When done right, it can highlight your best features, frame your face beautifully, and give you a chic, youthful energy that feels effortless. But when overlooked, the wrong cut, length, or color can work against you, leaving you frustrated and underwhelmed. The good news is that every single mistake we've discussed today has a simple solution. Whether it's choosing the right length, embracing layers, respecting your natural texture, adding styling products for life and movement, or selecting a hair color that truly harmonizes with your skin tone, you have the power to make your pixie cut shine. And here's the most important reminder: style has no age limit. Just because you're over 60 doesn't mean you have to settle for boring or outdated. Your pixie cut can be as bold, soft, playful, or elegant as you want it to be. It's all about finding the version that makes you feel the most like you. So, if you're ready to embrace a pixie cut that flatters and empowers you, take these tips with you on your next salon visit. Don't be afraid to talk openly with your stylist, show reference pictures, and ask for adjustments that suit your personality and lifestyle. And of course, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more style tips, and share this with a friend who might be considering a pixie cut. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you're never too old to look fabulous.